All right, sup guys, welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. Guys, if you're new here, don't forget, take a second, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here, please, 5 seconds of your time, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment anything. It helps my channel a lot. And lastly, we are at 114 people in the Discord. A lot of people took advantage of the 3-day free trial that I posted in the comments. Most people seem to enjoy it. The community is active as shit. From the time your eyes open until you go to sleep, there's people in there making bets and talking about sports. So it's just a dope community, man. If you want to join at $5 a week, or you can pay $10 a month, the link's in the description. Tap into that. We getting money over there. Okay, let's review yesterday. Then we're going to do the 2 baseball games and the football game we have tonight. Thursdays are always fun for gambling. So let's get it. Let's get out of here and let's get a fucking bag. But we got to review yesterday. It was bad. 2 wins and 6 losses. My worst loss in a few weeks, probably. Since postseason baseball started, this is my worst loss. Again, though, I'll be honest, I still like my reads and I still don't feel I was wrong. Again, the over should have been blown out. It should have been 12, 13 runs. The Mets had bases loaded a couple times. They had a lot of walks, put a lot of runners on base, a lot of runners in scoring position. In baseball, you're going to have nights where the batters are just cold. The read can be right. The only thing that may have been off was the Mets money line, but it still should have been high scoring. The Mets, the first 5 should have still gone over 3.5. The team total should have still been over 3.5. Maybe it was a coin flip on the money line, but everything else I felt was good. It was just a very dry night. No one was hitting the ball. The cold weather did not stop the bats. The fucking wind did not stop the bats. Like the Yankees hit, the Mets didn't. It just happens sometimes. So 2 wins, 6. We go down 4. We're still up double-digit units for the postseason, but last night sucked. It is what it is. I'm not mad when you lose and you feel like the read was right. When the read's wrong, it sucks, but I still feel like it was right. Mets just couldn't score. Sometimes that happens, but tonight they're going to be a different animal. So let's start with baseball, then we'll do football. First, before we go into the slate review, let's do the player props. But before I do that, sponsor of the video, Bet Any Sports. It's in the description, guys. It's an offshore sports book. So anybody who's in a state where sports betting is illegal or you can't bet, tap into Bet Any Sports. You can do player props. You can do parlays. Look, here's Clark Schmidt. You can take him at 9 strikeouts. Matthew Boyd at 9 strikeouts. Put them on your slip. Your odds are plus 257,000. You bet $2, it pays 500. It's just like having ESPN bet or FanDuel. I mean, you get access to basically a recreational sports book from your phone. You don't have to go do a bookie. You don't have to go to a casino. So basically, if you cannot bet in your state, tap into this. It's great. All right. Anyways, what are the player props? So first things first. Brian Rocio for the Guardians. Guys, he's on fire. This dude has got hot. I don't know what's going on with him, man. I don't get it. He was batting 206 all season. He comes out here and has just been dominant. So 2 hits a game his last 3. I mean, my God, the guy has 8 hits in 5 games. So to get a hit at a price of minus 105 to me when he's this hot is ridiculous. Go ahead and lock that. Next, Juan Soto over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I get it. He's missed it twice. He's only hit it 3 times in 5. He's hit it 7 times in 10. That said, tonight, the Yankees are about to close these Guardians out. This should be a pretty competitive game, high scoring. I think it's close, but I think the Yankees get the best of them. So Juan Soto over 1.5 seems good to me. Next one, guys, is the only other baseball prop I have. Jose Quintana to go over 3.5 strikeouts. I fucking love the play. I don't see why it can't hit. I mean, he hits it every time. He's 5 for 5 on this, and tonight he's versus the Dodgers, who they strike out. It's not like they're like a super low strikeout team. They're not like the Padres. So can he get 4 versus them? I sure would think so. He's been excellent. So go ahead and lock that as well, guys. All right. So anyways, let's review the baseball slates. We're going to talk about these games real quick. Now, first game is the Yankees and the Guardians, Clark Schmidt and Matthew Boyd. Now, I think the Yankees go ahead and just close this series out. I think the Yankees win, and I think there's no reason not to bet them. I understand it. It's a Guardians spot. Maybe if they were going to win, I mean, they have to win, right? They got Matthew Boyd, who only pitches 3-4 innings, and he comes out and they bring in their excellent bullpen. So there is ways to get to the Guardians. The problem is, guys, and I've talked about this a lot before I go more into the pitching matchup. I said this at the beginning when the postseason started. These Yankees they're almost $1 billion lineup, guys. These are some of the most competitive and talented players that there are in the league. Yes, I understand that during the season they were shaky and they had these nights where it looked like they didn't care. They'd hit and they would blink and they hit and they'd blink and it was very unreliable. I get that. There's a certain competitive nature when you're and any of you guys who are athletes or competitive by nature understand what I'm talking about. They damn near were clinched they knew they made the postseason first. Like they knew they were going to make the postseason first half the season in. They're like, okay, we're good. Like it just didn't matter that much. When you get to the postseason, you've seen them. The pitching's been excellent. The defense has been excellent. The bats have been very good and heating up. They're hitting home runs. Judge is starting to wake up again. Guys, it's a different animal when you're in regular season versus postseason. These guys want to win now. It's that fire in them. They want to win. The Guardians, they don't have bats. They don't have bats. They cannot hit the ball. So you have a Guardians team that quite literally just cannot score. They can't hit. They can't score. It's always too little, too late. I mean, they have excellent defense, but even their base runners, you got big fat ass Josh trying to run today. They got too many fat ass batters who can't run, they can't move, they can't get them over. They basically rely on hitting bombs. In the postseason, when these pitchers are locked in, that's not happening. I don't think the Guardians can score. The Yankees, they're just a better team as a whole, and I think they lock them out today. On top of that, guys, if you look, and I've talked about this a lot, Matthew Boyd, has he been great? Yes, he has. 2.72 ERA, 2 for 2. But I mean, he goes 4 innings, 2 innings, 4 innings, 2 innings. He does not go deep into games. Secondly, who has he pitched first? White Sox, Twins, Cardinals, and the Tigers. So he's pitched versus nobody. Where did we just see this? Tanner Bybee. He's pitched versus nobody. Then Tanner Bybee comes out versus the Yankees and lasts 1 inning. You're seeing it right here now. You have a guy who's not pitched versus any type of competition whatsoever. Very, very poor competition that he's pitched versus. So I just don't trust it. On top of that, guys, what you have to remember is, like I say every single time, he lacks control. 2 walks, 3 walks, 3 walks, 2 walks, 1. So basically he's getting 2 or 3 walks a game. I said this with Tanner Bybee. When you get 2-3 walks a game and then you come versus the Yankees, that 2-3 is now 4-5. So you have a guy who's walking batters, putting runners on, and hasn't faced a talented lineup about to come up versus the Yankees, who's possibly the best lineup in baseball with some of the most talented players and athletic players, and he's walking them and putting them on base for them to have opportunities to hit a home run or score. I think this is just as bad for Matthew Boyd as it was for Tanner Bybee. I don't see a chance for him. I'm on the Yankees money line and the Yankees team total over 3.5. These prices are ridiculous. I'm sending like more than a unit at both of these because I just love these bets. Sorry, guys, I'm congested as shit. The weather's 80 one day and then 40 the fucking next day in Ohio. Anyways, next game, guys. You have the Dodgers and you have the Mets. And guys, also on that, Clark Schmidt's a better pitcher. He's been pitching well. He's doing okay. He is solid enough for them to win. Do I think he gets hit? Do I think the Guardians might score? Possibly. They can't bring anybody in, but they do make contact. But Clark Schmidt, I think he's going to strike him out a lot, and I think he can go pretty deep into this game. I think he's a better pitcher. Okay. Next game, guys, Mets and the Dodgers. Now you have Yoshinobu Yamamoto Hisataki Kasame, and then you have Jose Quintana Miyako. This one, guys, also, I have to be on the Mets first 5 money line. And the main thing that I want to highlight here is Jose Quintana. I'm on the Mets first 5, not the full game, because I just never know with these Dodgers. But let's start with Yamamoto. Really struggling on his control, walking a lot of batters. He's not had the best performances lately. He just looks okay. He looked really, really bad. Then he had a nice start last time as a bounce back, but I don't trust him to come out here and just deal. He's going to be in New York. It's not hot and sunny like Cali. It's cold as shit. So I don't think the weather affects the batters like everyone says, but do I think it's going to affect the pitcher who has to come out here and been struggling with control, going from 80 degrees and sunny to fucking 40 degrees and ice cold? Yes, I think it's going to affect his control of his pitches. Absolutely. Which I think adds 2 more runs. So I think Yamamoto comes out here and really struggles to get dialed in, struggles to throw strikes. And the Mets, every time they blink, they come out the next game and just light it up. I don't think they blink back to back. On top of that, you have Jose Quintana. Guys, here's his last 6 games. 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs. 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs. 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs. 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs. This motherfucker's given up 2 runs. I'm sorry, that's 5 games. He's given up 2 runs in 5 games. 2 runs in 5 games. 2 runs in 29 innings. He's given up 2 runs. How the fuck do you fade that? If you want to back the Dodgers, you want to back the whatever. This is plus money to back. I mean, you see the stats right here. It's insane. This is fucking nuts. These numbers are ridiculous. And he was versus the Brewers, the Nationals, and the Phillies. So you can't say he won versus no competition. He's dealing versus good teams. Yeah. I mean, these Brewers, half of their team was batting almost 300. I mean, he's insane. So yeah, what a huge pitching advantage as well, guys. There is no possible way you're not on the Mets. Don't even need to talk about it. This is a clear Mets. At least first five and full game and by one in the first five. Layer it, double it, triple it, whatever you want to do. You have to be on the Mets today, guys, okay? So what baseball picks did I actually play? Here you have them. Yankees money line, Yankees team total over 3.5, Juan Soto over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, Brian Rocio over a hit, and then Mets first five money line plus 115 and Jose Quintana over 3.5 Ks at minus 140. Guy goes 7 innings, he can get fucking 4 Ks. All right, guys, so that's it for the baseball. There's the 6 plays. Let's take a look at football real quick, and let's start with the prop. And the one that I like is Bo Nix, Rick Ross. How you do it? Anyways, Bo Jax. You got 191.5 is his line, guys. 246 yards versus Pittsburgh. Light years better pass defense. And mind you guys, the Saints are the bottom 3 defense in rush defense, pass defense, and yards given up. The only thing they are top 3 in is red zone defense, which means teams get hundreds of yards on them, then they stop them before they can score and limit the runs. That's all that means. The Saints defense is literally the actual worst in the league, like the fucking worst in the league. They're horrible. They are bottom 2 or 3 in every category you can measure. Bo Nix has gone over 204 or 5 games. This is an outlier. The Jets defense is great, but this was an outlier game. It's just a terrible fucking game. They got killed. Fine. Cooked the Raiders, cooked not cooked them, but over 200. Versus the Chargers, the Raiders, the Bucks, and the Steelers. There's no way you think he doesn't come out here and have. I'm taking him all the way up to 275 on a couple tickets, guys. I have him on parlays at 275, 250. I'm all over Bo Nix tonight. This is a Bo Nix I go off spot. He breaks his 246 tonight. Mark my words. Bo Nix over 200 passing yards, lock it. Over 191.5, lock it. It's the freest bet. If you wanted to bet, like, what bet should I put the mortgage on? Put it on Bo Nix over 191. This doesn't make any sense. This is fucking ridiculous. Please take advantage of this spot tonight. Okay, guys? Please take advantage of this spot tonight. I'm serious. All right. Anyways, let's go over the game real quick and talk about it. So let's do it. I'm on the Broncos -3 and the Broncos team total over 19.5. Why is that, guys? This doesn't take much explaining. I don't really have much to say. The Broncos are top 3 in every defensive category you can measure. They are shutting down everyone. All their games are low scoring. The most a team scored versus them, I think, is 24. And mind you, the Broncos have had competition. They have played versus good teams, and they are locking them down. The Chargers scored 23, and that was a really bad game by the Broncos. Raiders scored 18. The Jets scored 9. The Bucks scored 7. The Steelers scored 13. Guys, the Buccaneers have been putting up 40 points a game. 7. The Jets just did well the other night. 9. The Raiders, they're doing okay. 18. The Chargers, 23. That was an outlier in my opinion. The Seahawks put up 26, and that's it. The most anyone scored is 26, and it was the Seahawks. And mind you, again, they've played the Seahawks, the Steelers, the Bucks, the Jets, and they've shut them down. They've shut down everybody. The problem with the Broncos is they just can't score. That's the only thing that's been holding them back is their lack of offense. Enter the worst fucking defense in the NFL. This is just the most easy bet. This right here, Broncos by 3, Broncos team total, Bo Nix passing yards. These are 3 of the most sure locks. Like, send multiple units at these guys. Take advantage of these lines in this spot. I'm not misreading anything. I checked everything. People are agreeing with me on this. Like, this is so free. Please don't overthink this. Take advantage of these 3 bets. If you want to bet the baseball, do it. I'm betting it, of course, but take send nukes at these football bets tonight, guys. And tomorrow we'll be celebrating how much money we made. That's it for me, guys. Let's get out. Oh, here's my plays so you can see it. Bo Nix over 199.5 passing yards at plus money. Broncos team total 19.5. Broncos by 3. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bag tonight. Parlays and everything will be posted in the Discord. Again, you can join it if you'd like. A huge community. A lot of people in there chatting all day, betting every damn sport there is from morning to night. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bag. Discord links in the description. Let's crack these folks.